Hello everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we're back for another brand new video. In today's video we are here to talk about another 5-star performance, another clean sheet, another 4-goal performance and another dirty double from Antonio Goals Colak. This is what this man does. Eats, sleeps, scores, repeats, and once again he highlighted, exclamation mark, put it in bright sparkly lights for Christmas time just to let everybody know that he is well and truly the best striker in this country. And I'll tell you something right now, it's no close. Now, I don't know if it's normal to make Christmas references at the 8th of October, but people, this guy's got me feeling like it's Christmas morning and there's just happiness around the place because this is what this guy brings to this football club. The clinical edge, the one shot, one goal mentality that we have been craving and hoping for donkeys. People, because sorry we're already getting into and speaking about Antonio Colak, but I've just got to. People, this man has played 9 SPFL games. He has scored 10 SPFL goals. If you look at him through his entire start to his Rangers career, he has played 16 games, 13 goals, 1 assist and 1 incorrectly ruled out versus Livingston. We have not had this type of player for God knows how long, ladies and gentlemen. And here's a quiz for you, each and every single person who's tuning in to today's video. Who's the last player to have this type of electrifying start to his Rangers career? Honestly, people, my head is that stinging. This guy's got me sitting like Professor Xavier, and I'm just like, when I'm watching this guy play, because all he does is score goals for this football club. This Haaland Colak era that we're experiencing, two of the best strikers in the game, day and hangs, is simply incredible. You've got a big, beautiful Croatian on one hand, and then a big, freaky, weird Norwegian robot on the other, dominating world football. And if you disagree with any of that, let me put my stats on the table then for you, because no one is near either one of them. And I think you've actually got to give more credit to an Antonio Colak, because at least that big man is human. Haaland, isn't he? That's an android wearing a face, people, right? No one's convincing me otherwise that isn't a part of Skynet, and that's the plan. Colak, in terms of human beings, the best about. But you know what the best thing is, people, as I try and calm myself down a wee bit to plot my way through today's video, it wasn't the Antonio Colak show this afternoon. No, it was a team performance again. That is back-to-back league games away to Tynecastle, who was, at that point when the game was kicked off, was 3rd place in the league. And then today versus St Mirren, who some people might put their nose up to, but that's just ignorance, people. Anyone paying attention knows St Mirren's been excellent. 4 wins out the last 5 before coming to Ibrox, and also putting Celtic to the sword. This wasn't an easy team to actually go and boot, but we made it look easy with our quality, and we absolutely dismantled a very disciplined St Mirren squad. So if you're wanting a wee quick takeaway, if you've not got time to sit through the video right now, that there was a complete team performance once again from your football club. And our football club was quite changed and tweaked ahead in this game, as 2 players who we talked a lot about in yesterday's preview video was given an opportunity. Rabbi Matondo and Fashion Sakala. The man with the greatest song in football certainly stepped up and replicated and took his opportunity. And I'm so buzzing for the laddie, because again, as people will know and have seen me clipped, I'm very high on a Fashion Sakala. I think he does a lot to this team, and I broke down his stats and everything like that, and I gave him a very high rating and everything like that. I like the laddie, and he fell away for the squad. It didn't look like it was going to be away. There were rumours about going here, but the man stayed. And now what we've just seen is him coming off the bench the last couple of games, having to fight tooth and nail to just get an opportunity to get on the park, and then he's took his chances looking good in his substitute appearances, and then Gio's went, right, I'll give you a chance, versus a very stubborn defence. Because if you look at it on paper, Fashion Sakala's biggest asset is his pace, right? He's against the St Mirren side that's not coming out the 6-yard box. On paper, you'd say that's no gonna work out. But as we said in yesterday's video, we've had very good players attacking defences for many, many years. It's about being attack-minded and direct, and that's exactly what this guy was. From the first whistle to the last, every single time he got the ball, he was positive. He wasn't gone backwards, and it's just the wee things like that that I think really played its part in what was a fantastic overall game for Rangers, because we had pace down either flank, we had threat down either flank, and we had positivity down either flank. Now, Rabbi Matondo didn't have as good as a game as Fashion Sakala. Sakala got a goal and an assist and a man of the match performance, and I'm so buzzing for that young man, and that's his jersey now to lose. Rabbi, it didn't quite come out for him, but again, you can see what he's trying to bring, and that'll take a wee bit of time to get him adjusted and everything like that. But I'm buzzing just to see we've got these types of options in this Rangers team, and again, absolutely delighted for Fashion Sakala, whose jersey it is now his to lose. He's injected everything we've been lacking from that right hand side since I don't know when. People, it reminded me a lot of his performance. Remember at Tynecastle last season where I thought he was excellent and then he was bombed at the squad the next week. We never saw him again for 3 months. Well, hopefully that's not the case again. Goal and an assist, man of the match performance. Sakala, you are our right winger right now, and we'll speak about that more as we actually get to the game recap, because again he was just like a wasp, man. Just he was everywhere all damn day, and again we'll get to that in the next couple of minutes, because I want to talk about the defence, who I thought was excellent again. Davies and Connor Goldson, the partnership there was immaculate, because again this St Mirren side is a handful. They had a couple set pieces in the first half and both of them marshalled it, especially Connor Goldson, who gets so much flack and everything, and I get so much flack for liking the big man, but Goldson once again shows if you sit somebody next to him that knows what he's doing, that Goldson could focus on being Goldson and no worry about what the other guy next to him is doing. Goldson is up here because that's back-to-back games now. Connor Goldson strolled it, and again I thought he was excellent versus Liverpool as well, by the way, but this game as well, won everything. Tackles, got stuck in, his passing was good. I think he made one bad pass in the entire game of football, but everything else, it was immaculate, and I give a lot of credit to Ben Davies, almost the silent assassin, if you will, who's just there beside him, and they've just got a chemistry already, and that's only a couple games they've played. Let's see that partnership grow now, and I think it's a big thumbs up to how good they are, that when we did take Davies off in the second half, or Davies off, sorry, in the second half, we did have a couple of wee wobble moments that wasn't existing when it was Goldson and Big Ben. So aye, very, very excited now. We have two centre backs on the park and two wingers on the park, people. Tears in my eyes. But aye, we've got goals to break down, people, and a lot of one-liners to get through, so let's get ahead and discuss it, because we got the perfect start in this game, aggressive and direct, and I give Barisic a lot of credit right here, who's been probably unheralded and not really spoken about, but he's been one of our most consistent players now over the last couple of games, and what I like about him here is he's got the confidence. A confident Barisic is as good as anyone. It's when the heat goes that you just sit and say, have you played football before, son? But thankfully we've not seen that for a while. Barisic on that left foot has a long range shot. I thought it was in, people. Ends up kissing off the post, but what I love here, and it's an ugly goal, as we talked about in the reaction video when we signed and Antonio Colak, is he's in the right place at the right time. People can say it's lucky, it hits off him, goes in. No, people, that is what you play a Colak for. Getting in there, anticipation, gambling, and aye, he makes his own luck, and that at that point was his 9th goal in 9 SPFL matches, which is absurd. But that is what Toni goals does. And where we've seen ourselves score an early goal and start to slow it down and everything like that, we couldn't afford to do that. We couldn't do it at all because of who we had on the wings. Rabbi Matondo and Fashion Sakala. They've no got a gear to go down. They just play like this, and which is why I think we were very successful in the opening 15 minutes with several opportunities. One where Big Ben finds Sakala, who brings it down perfectly. He cuts inside, tries to find Colak, ends up spinning away to Scotty Arfield, and Arfield hits right at the goalkeeper, Mr. Saluting himself, but that was positive. And then Ryan Jack released a strike that was the fingertips-esque, very similar to McGregor's save versus Salah on Tuesday, by the way. Wonderful save for Scott Carson, or Ryan Jack was popping up in a goal. And I want to touch on Jacko there for a brief second. I better watch what I'm saying here, because I'm already getting clipped for pro clubs. I'm not gone through that situation again, people, but I want to talk about Ryan Jack for a brief second, because yes, there was points in the early season where it didn't look like it was gone so well for the laddie, but again, just like a Goldson, just like a Barisic, that's back back-to-back games now where he's been excellent, and I think you see the best out of Ryan Jack when he gets those run games. I thought he was excellent at Tynecastle, bullied him for every minute he was on the park and everything like that, and then he'd done that this afternoon as well, nipping around. And again, with Lundstrom being more of the anchor, you saw Jacko going forward, and I thought he linked the play up well. So shout out to Jacko. It's obviously hard graft and everything like that, and people say, oh, you're just this because you like him and that. No, I think if you're honest and you watched every minute of the game of football, Jacko was excellent in that middle of the park, so shout out to the lad as well. But aye, people, it's that time again. Check your watches. It is none other than Rangers penalty o'clock, as we got one on the 29th minute of the game. And the way this actually breaks down as the ball comes into the mixer, it looks like it's fallen to an Antonio Colak, and I believe it's Declan Gallagher as well, the big man. I think he's trying to anticipate, and to be fair, I understand what Gallagher's doing here. I think he just thinks, right, the ball's gone in to Antonio Colak. Colak scores everything. I need to gamble here and try to put my foot up and block him and try and come in and everything like that. That's why he's dived in, or that I think he's trying to block the shot, because Colak is so deadly. I'm sure he's living up here in a lot of these defenders because they know they can't give him an inch. Again, people say, oh, you're just saying this, but I think if that's another striker or that there, I don't think the St Mirren player has to gamble that badly and dive in to that type of challenge. But I think it's because of a Colak that they're saying, right, I need to get in because he's going to get on the end of this, and they end up hurting himself, as I don't think Colak was getting it, and it ends up clattering him. Penalty to Rangers. Up steps the skipper, James Tavernier, and Tavernier sends it beautifully down the middle and sends us beautifully on our way. Now, people's going to say we're lucky on how lucky were Rangers to get another penalty, but they'll say that barefaced, look at you in the eyes and say Rangers, despite being utterly dominant, were lucky in this game. Meanwhile, knowing the only reason they won a game this afternoon is because a guy pulled up, stopped playing and let them run and score in the last minute. They'll look at you in the eyes and say we're lucky. Ladies and gentlemen, nonsense. Stonewall penalty kick and a fantastic performance for Rangers. We're now 2-0 up, cruising, and it was always about getting the next goal and well and truly killing this game off. And for the rest of the half, we certainly tried that. We had little opportunities, little moments. Ryan Jack finding Arfield in behind, but it just wouldn't quite work out or anything like that. So we go into half time, very delighted with our performance, and again, all we were chasing was that third goal. And this is where Sakala was really important for me, because again, we've seen periods of the game like this coming out of the second half where it just starts to slow down, but he was just getting on the ball, just nipping, nip. He was everywhere again, putting a couple of delicious crosses as well that we just couldn't get on the end of. And then it was wee Rabbi, who again wasn't having the best of afternoon, but he did do fantastically well here, as Davies, again I believe it is, finds Rabbi Matondo, who just sprints at his man, cuts inside, releases a strike and hits the post, and unfortunately comes back out from the wee man. He probably needed that goal just to get him back up to the level, but he was very unlucky, and I think he can look at his performance and say there's definitely things he can improve on, because he wasn't great or anything like that, but it's again the directness that creates that, no turnaround and passing it backwards. So aye, everything was looking good. Then we made a little change, people, as we brought off Ben Davies and of course Rabbi Matondo, and we brought on Ryan Kent and Leon King. And I just think that slight change in the centre back, and again this isn't a dig at King, I just think it's all about communication and being comfortable either way, that it just started to make things a little bit hectic at the back, and St Mirren had their biggest opportunity in the game just shortly after that change, as we don't switch on quickly enough from a throw-in. Very frustrating. But the ball comes in to the mixer. Tavernier misses his header. O'Hara, that I believe it is, has all the time in the world to score here. I'm saying, oh, this is 2-1, man. But thankfully, Alan McGregor is there once again, as we have yet another McGregor moment, as he comes out here looking like Daniel Russo with the old save and everything like that, getting it on the Nasher, and we move on. Thankfully, still 2-0 on with the platform that again McGregor has kept it, and then Antonio Colak does what he does, people, and this is going to get naughty right here, because I love every part of this goal. We've got Fashion Sakala, Dane Hings for the right. I don't know why I turned Italian there for a second, but Sakala done Hings, people, as he runs for the right hand side. He gets the ball, he beats one, beats two, direct pace, he finds Colak starts running into the box, people, drops a fake shot, sends Gallagher back. Honestly, he sent him that far back, people. Gallagher was playing the last 5 minutes versus Livingston. Like, genuinely, the big man just got sent, and then Colak with the outside of the fit, man. I can't handle this guy anymore. All he does is score goals, people, and it's gorgeous. And I'm knackered, I'm sore, I'm happy, but that is the Colak experience, people. It's outside of the fit, utter confidence, utter belief. It's an utter clinical striker, and that for me is our number 9 every single game we need to play. What is worth noting for the people that's going to complain about Rangers getting a penalty in this game, they should have got another one in the 67th minute of the game, or around about that period anyway, where again the ball comes in, it's a shot, it deflects up, it clearly hits Big Gogic at the back there. It's a stonewall penalty kick, a fantastic strong hand on the ball, but the referee waves it off, knowing if he gave another penalty versus Rangers, his Windies would be in danger for the Moonhowlers. But back to Antonio Colak. You saw me within seconds of celebrating the Colak when I calmed down enough to be able to see my phone. I tweeted out saying Colak's on 2 goals. Gio's substitution, spider senses are tingling. And that's exactly what happened, as Antonio Colak was once again substituted on 2 goals. I want inform cards for my FIFA series that I'm starting, Gio. Can you give me a break, big man? I need that hat-trick for Antonio Colak. But it ends up coming off the park again on 2 goals. And on trots Alfredo Morelos as we started to see the game out. But St Mirren, to be fair to them, did grow into the game. They hit the bar, with Curtis Main with a wonderful effort. They had a couple wee half shots that was easily saved for McGregor. But there was still one more moment of quality for Rangers in this game. And I loved that we played right to the very last whistle with quality. We didn't just shut down and go down into second gear. No, there was one last moment of quality, and I love that Alfredo's involved in this, and it shows you everything about his attitude here and the way he celebrated someone else scoring. He's bought in now. I don't know what was happening a wee while ago, but everything seems to be sorted as he gets the ball beautifully, and then he just finds Fashion Sakala, who combines with him very well. They seem to have a good connection, them two, but Sakala continues his run. Morelos finds him, and then Sakala with a lefty. I thought he only just stood on that bad boy. He curls it past the goalkeeper. 4 goals for Rangers, and again the goal to go with Sakala's assist in the game. So phenomenal for Rangers Football Club. That's all I can really say. And people again can say, oh, it's only St Mirren, but open your eyes and look at what's happening this season. They've been fantastic. We were incredible. And people, with that being said, that's me reached the end of today's video. Now all I want to know is your thoughts and opinions on that. You can see I'm very excited and very delighted with what I witnessed at Ibrox this afternoon. Now I want to know what you're thinking down in the comment section below. And here's one for every person still tuning in to today's video: is what number will Antonio Colak finish on this season? Let's see some predictions, and at the end of the season, when it's all said and done, we will come back to this bad boy, and if one of you get it right, we'll give you a shout. So if you are watching, what is the number that Colak will finish on in terms of goals, in terms of all competitions, everything when it's all said and done? That'd be great to see from you guys down in the comment section below. And I just can't wait to see what you're saying. Goldsons faultless in this game, immaculate in this game. McGregor in this game. Ryan Jack was excellent. Lundstrom was excellent. He can go through everyone. My man of the match, by the way, briefly, was Fashion Sakala, though, because of what was on the line for him. Brilliant for the young laddie. And again, Colak is just different, and he's just not had anyone like him for a very, very, very long time. But that's me, Had Massey. I'm going to wrap up today's video. Can't wait to see what you're saying down there in the comment section below. And as always, I've been CJ Over 92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.